Every night, the woman heard the same sound from beneath her house. But it wasn't a doorbell. It was a warning. Something in her basement was hungry, and whenever that bell rang, she had to feed it. Years earlier, a vampire had been trapped beneath her house. Terrified for her family, the woman made a deal with the creature. She would give it her blood whenever it was hungry. In return, it would never hunt her family and would remain locked inside the basement. At first, the deal seemed simple. Whenever the vampire rang the bell, she would descend into the darkness and offer her blood. But as days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the vampire grew hungrier. Fearing for her daughter's life, the woman sent the girl to live with her grandmother, but her mother eventually refused to keep the child and threatened to contact Child Protective Services. Still, the woman continued feeding the creature until one day she looked into the mirror. Her body was covered in bite marks. Her skin had become pale. She realized that if this continued, the vampire would eventually drain her completely, so she made a terrible decision. Instead of giving the creature her own blood, she would feed it someone else. Late one night, she found a lonely man at a bus stop. She seduced him and brought him home. After drugging him, she dragged him into the basement, but the vampire refused to drink. Its thirst was only for female blood. The man woke up, terrified, and escaped. Then one day, a Child Protective Services officer arrived at the house to check on the woman's daughter. The woman claimed that her daughter was staying with her grandmother, but suddenly, the officer heard the sound coming from the basement. Suspicious, she went downstairs, and the moment she approached the vampire's door, the woman pushed her inside. The creature drained the officer completely, but that night, the grandmother returned the woman's daughter. The woman finally decided to tell her the truth. She brought her daughter to the basement, but the vampire was gone. The truce had been broken. Her daughter believed her mother had simply gone insane from living alone, until that night. While the woman was taking a shower, the vampire had returned, and it was angry. Mother and daughter rushed into the basement. The vampire looked at them and made a final demand. One of them had to surrender her life. Without hesitation, the mother stepped forward. The vampire grabbed her and sank its teeth into her neck. Her daughter screamed. Then suddenly, she saw something. The vampire was drinking blood, which meant it could bleed too. The daughter attacked the vampire and bit into its body, drinking its blood. The mother realized what her daughter was doing. With her remaining strength, she joined her. Together, they drained the vampire until the monster collapsed to the floor. After drinking its blood, mother and daughter were no longer completely human.